Hello and welcome to Math 206, Section 501, your online pre-calculus class. My name is Professor Hirsch. This is me over here, Dr. Hirsch, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. I'm going to take the next few minutes to give you a little bit of an idea as to what the semester is going to look like. We're going to talk about what's expected of you in the class and what the 5 basic tenets of the class are going to look like this semester. Let me zoom in a little bit, and excuse me for my camera work. The first thing that you need to know is my email address, and it's right over here, jhirsch@bmcc.cuny.edu. I am reachable via email, and I should respond back to you within 24 hours. As this is an online class, we don't really have office hours, but I will be in my office, so I can have virtual office hours with you, but I physically will be in my office on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 o'clock a.m. to 11:15 a.m. and in my office, which is in room N589. In regards to class information, as you know, that this is an online class, so we're not going to have a meeting place or a meeting time. Let me talk to you a little bit about the rhythm of the class, and then we'll come back to the calculator and the textbook. In regards to the rhythm of the class, there are going to be pretty much 5 components, as we're going to talk about right now. The first component is going to be a discussion board. So each week I'm going to post a question for you to write on the discussion board on Blackboard. All of our work is going to be done on Blackboard and on WebAssign. More on WebAssign in a few minutes. Going back to Blackboard, on the discussion board, each week I'm going to have a question for you on the discussion board on Blackboard, and it's your responsibility to answer it, and then you're going to post something which one of the people in your class, you're going to post about something in which one of your people in the class posted. So each week you're going to post twice. Your initial response is going to be responding to me in the question that I asked, and your second response is going to be to a classmate. This counts as your participation grade. Now your participation grade is worth 10% of your grade. So 10% of your grade is based on making sure that you, each week, that you log in and that you answer the question that's listed for you on the discussion board by week. Now the second component of the class are going to be readings and videos. So what you want to do each week is you'll see off to the side on the website that we have a reading and video slot as well. And so each week we're going to have a textbook that I wrote for you that you're going to read yourself. And in the textbook I embedded some examples, and I also embedded some videos. Some of these videos are videos that I wrote, and other videos are ones that I liked from somebody else. So if you ever see this smiley face over here, that means I wrote them, and if you ever see this, that means somebody else wrote them. Most of the videos represent extra examples, or there are 1 or 2 lectures on there that I felt were better suited for a video rather than the writing format. So be sure to read the text to determine which one is which. Now, in regards to the second tenet of class, the readings and videos, I'm not going to grade you on them. However, this is really the backbone of the class. This is what you want to make sure that you know how to understand, and you have to make sure that you do read them thoroughly. Your homework and quizzes are going to come directly from the readings and videos that you do in the class. Now, the third tenet of class are going to be the online homework assignments. Let's talk a little bit about the online homework assignments. The online homework assignments are going to be done on WebAssign. Now, some of you may be familiar with WebAssign, some of you may not be. But what WebAssign is, it's a dynamic online homework system, and when you purchase WebAssign, you get a free copy of the ebook as well. So you want to make sure when you're finished watching this video, one of the first things you do is you do this process, and all I'm doing right now is I'm going over what your syllabus is going to look like. So you want to go over this process over here for how you log on to WebAssign. So make sure you follow these directions. Now, you do get WebAssign for free for 2 weeks, and after that you have to make sure that you pay. So you have to pay the $100, which is a combination of the electronic version of the book, also called an ebook, and the online homework system. So each week, going back to homework over here, each week you're going to have an online homework assignment that comes from WebAssign, and it corresponds to the readings and videos that I posted for you for the second tenet right over here from the readings and videos. Altogether, you're going to have 13 homework assignments over the semester, one for each week that we're going to be learning new material. 2 of your lowest grades will be dropped. This counts towards your homework grade. And as we can see over here, homework's worth 20% of your grade. Now, in regards to homework, like I said before, there's going to be 13 weeks worth of homework, and 2 of your lowest grades will be dropped. When you're doing your homework, you do have 3 attempts for each homework assignment, and then you don't receive any more credit. So make sure that you're comfortable answering the question within 3 attempts. One more nice thing, if for some reason you cannot complete a homework assignment, you're allowed to apply for 2 extensions over the semester. You just have to email me about asking me for those extensions. So homework's worth 20% of your grade. Now, approximately every other week, we're going to have a quiz. This is the 4th tenet of the class. And the quizzes are going to be found on Blackboard. You're going to print them out, you're going to fill them out, and then you're going to take a picture of them and send them to me as a PDF, or you're going to scan them and send them to me as a PDF. Alternatively, you can drop this off in my mailbox too. So approximately every other week, we're going to have a quiz to take. And I'm going to talk to you about how you know when you will have a quiz and how you know when you won't. Every week, you're going to have homework. About every other week, you're going to have a quiz. The quizzes are worth altogether 15% of your grade. And I call them pencil and paper quizzes because you're going to print them out, answer the questions with a piece of paper, answer the questions with a pencil and a calculator, and then you're going to turn them back into me. And they have to be emailed to me by 9:00 a.m. the Monday in which they're due. And again, they're worth 15% of your grade. Altogether, we're going to have 6 quizzes, and your lowest quiz grade will be dropped. The last 2 tenets of the class are a midterm and a final. The first midterm, or the midterm, is not cumulative. It's only going to test you on the first half of the semester. The final exam is cumulative. It tests you in a full semester's worth of material. Your midterm is worth 25% of your grade. And when you're taking your midterm, you'll get, when you're taking your midterm, you get about 3 or 4 Ds to take it. Instead of giving you 3 tries for each question, you get 2 tries. Oh, sorry, you have 4 Ds to take your midterm over here. And the midterms were 25% of your grade, and it truly does test you on the first half of the semester. And the final, same thing, you get 4 Ds for your final exam. It's worth 30% of your grade. So it's released on the 9th and it's due on the 13th at 9:00 a.m. And so if we take a look at all of these 5 tenets that we just talked about, well, participation's worth 10%. And again, we're going to grade participation by using the discussion board on Blackboard. Quizzes are worth 15%. Remember, we have quizzes every other week, and you're going to print them out and then email them back to me. Homework is worth 20%. Homework's done on WebAssign. Midterm and final are 25 and 30%. Remember, those are the big exams. And what's going to make you do well on all of these are making sure that you do those weekly readings and watching the video too. So how do you know what's due and when it's due? Well, if you take a look on the last few pages of your syllabus, you'll see something called a course map. And each week it tells you exactly what you need to do. So make sure you pay attention to this. I'm also going to post at the beginning of the week each one of these things that are due. So for example, the first week, which starts 8/28/19 and runs through 9/2/19. Here are the things I want you to do. I want you to watch this video. I want you to sign up for WebAssign, post on discussion board for week 1, read and watch week 1's videos, and do homework assignment number 1, which is due on WebAssign. So you'll see there's an entire semester's worth of material here, and it tells you exactly what's due each week. Once you have something that's assigned to you, the due date will always be the next Monday at 9:00 in the morning. So for example, 8/28/19, these 5 items over here are all due at 9:00 a.m. on 9/2/19. I hope that you had a good time with this video, and please feel free to email me if you have any questions about what the semester is going to look like. If you take a look at the last page of your syllabus, it gives you some alternative resources that you can use to help you for this class, such as Khan Academy, Cool Math, and Paul's online notes. And it also gives you some hints for making sure that you do well for this online class. As always, feel free to email me with any questions.